Welcome back. The Waupaca Boatride volleyball tournament set to take over Brighton Acres in Oshkosh this weekend. Over 3,700 teams will compete in what is called the world's largest volleyball tournament on grass. Our Drew Best is live in Oshkosh after taking in a practice that's focused on inclusion, Drew.
Yeah, Chris, we've seen several teams taking on warm-ups ahead of this big tournament, including some adaptive athletes who are looking to turn some heads this weekend. They got their warm-up drills in today through an adaptive volleyball camp run by nonprofit ICN Athletics. 20 people with disabilities taking part in routine drills, sharpening their skills in an inclusive and supportive environment. This group nearly doubling in size from last year's tournament. Some of the players, including Olivia Kramer, tell me this opportunity feels extra special, knowing she's among teammates who have played the sport through similar circumstances.
I get to see people that are like me and that are doing the same thing, so it's really encouraging, and I hope that it's the same for others that are watching us that are able-bodied, to show that there's not really anything different with us other than maybe the way that we look sometimes, but really we participate the same way. We're highly competitive just like them, and yeah, it's just great exposure, and it's really fun for me to be out here with my friends that are just like me.
And ICN Athletics added that these players are just another part of the volleyball community, and those who work hard can compete with anybody at this tournament. Reporting live in Oshkosh, Drew Best, Action 2 News.